Hi, so today we are going to clean out the freezer of my fridge. So it is a KonMari declutter, because I got rid of everything that does not spark joy. I also got rid of everything that was no good. And I scrubbed it, so that's a spring cleaning. And it brings me joy now. But I also am learning lessons from it. Would like to share those lessons with you. A lot of people don't think about it, but your fridge freezer should be cleaned out a little more often than chest freezers. It's because the fridge defrosts and then it goes through a cycle regularly. So items don't last quite as long in your freezer as one might think. And when things thaw and then kind of refreeze or don't quite thaw, but they kind of, it just kind of makes you a little bit uncomfortable as to what might be going on in there. And sometimes you kind of forget how long things are in there if it's always stuffed full. So I recommend doing a good freezer clean out, fridge clean out as part of your spring cleaning. Because the last thing you want to do is give anybody food poisoning. So I'm going to make it into 3 different categories. Frozen I'm going to go back in. I'm going to use a bowl for anything that is no good no more. And then I'm going to use a shopping bag for all the garbage or recycling. And delve into the freezer. This is food that I was going to eat and then I didn't. These are juices that are good. Ice packs, yep, they're good. They're going to go back here. Instant coffee. Another ice pack. I can't believe it's butter. Real butter, yeah. I don't actually use margarine or butter on a daily basis, so I just use these sticks. But you still have to look for the best before date on those. So, how long have I had these? Is butter better? Write it on it when I bought it. That's one thing I'm gonna do, change. Grab a piece of paper and write down what we learn as we go. You might wonder what prompted me to think of spring cleaning my freezer. This is best before almost 2 years ago. Sad, but true. So since it's frozen, we say it might be able to be good for a year, right? In the big freezer. This freezer, I give it 3 to 6 months extra instead of the year. So best before, still good after, but maybe not. Not after 2 years. Stop kidding yourself and be honest. I'm not going to keep my freezer full for 2 years of something that I'm not going to eat or make or do. June 25th. We're April. So this does not mean June 25th this year. No more overstocking on bread ahead of time for people who visit. That's not going to happen no more. Another harsh lesson to learn. Really harsh. Pizza hurts my stomach. So I had made and bought different pizzas and then put it in the freezer thinking I'll have visitors, they'll eat it. Or maybe it wasn't that big of a problem. It wasn't the pizza, it was something else. So then I tried it again and again. And I keep trying different pizzas. And I love pizza. But my digestive system does not like pizza, so it's gonna go. As there is frostbite. Yes, I feel very, very wasteful. Good till June 2018. Well, we're coming up on June 2019 in 2 months. Nope. 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 So in the future, as good as these are, and I do eat I eat vegetables regularly. Yes, I'm a good girl. But instead of putting this into this freezer, where I never look for it, I always go down to the other freezer for my vegetables and for all the foods that I'm preparing usually. So it will last longer in that freezer and I will notice it because I expect it to be there. Except for I do bring some up here to, that I think I'm going to use over the next month. But I shouldn't have any more in here than I figure I will eat over the next month because this is what happens. unfortunately, here are items that, do you recognize what it is? Can you tell what it is? Do you know what it is? Maybe it should go. Maybe a good lesson here to learn is quit shopping until I've used up what I already have. Bowl number 2 for the compost bin. And yes, I feel extremely wasteful. That's a huge lesson to learn, especially when you're financially strapped. Why are you wasting money buying things that you're not eating and not using? Pay attention, learn from your spring cleaning and decluttering. Learn these lessons. That's why on Just 2020, there's a whole bunch of things that I talk about, because it's not just having a full freezer that is good or bad. It's going through it, learning the lessons, and facing those issues that I have. And then once I face those issues, what am I going to learn from it? What habits do I need to change? And really following through to make those changes and learn those lessons. And then I can organize the space and make it look good. I can make my life work better, healthier, save money, save time, save energy, save all that mental space of, yes, I feel guilty for wasting food. So how are we going to do better now? How are we going to do better tomorrow? And how are we going to improve our life from this? This is going back in the freezer because my sister bought it. It's just this lately for her when she's over. So I did label when I bought these. 2016. Yes, yes. This one here, best before January 2018. I was on that trend, trying it. Lesson learned. Wait until I use these up before I buy the next pack that I never opened. Once again, feeling really bad because I'm wasteful. And can you see all that snow in there? Hey, it's snowing! This is yogurt for the kids. They love it. Maybe not. Let's see. Best before 2017? No. The answer is no. I'm going to go back in because this is just last week that we had that. This is all hiding at the back. Falling over. So yes, I eat. I will eat them. But actually, maybe not, because I don't remember how long they've been in there. Here's more of what I haven't eaten. These are the smaller ones. Or should I just look at it and say it's probably not a good idea, because if those ones are bad, these ones are bad? Yep. 2016. Or 2019. Reminder to myself. Got to do this more often. I was saying I was going to eat it and do it. Best before 2017 December, so best before 2018. We got rest going on the bottom. It's junk. But I'm actually going to eat this. This has been recent. This is recent. It's recent, but it's going to go for the dog. So this is takeout. Do I remember how long it's been? Time to let it go. We tried one. It was awesome. This one, I haven't tried it yet. I'd love to still. I don't know if it's any good. This is last summer. No. So, I'm thinking probably not a good idea to keep it. I have a chicken. Yes, that one's recent. Going to come back in. These are ice cubes that I use, but they've been in there quite a while. So I think I'm going to end up putting them in a sealed container, or 2 sealed containers maybe. And I think I'm going to wash them first though. So here's leftovers. And I know they are leftovers from when I was working, which means they're no good no more. Time to go. These are still good, but am I going to eat it? I really got to think about this. Now we have our freezer is empty, but the spring cleaning part really means clean that up. See? And scrub. Scrub, scrub, scrub. This can come out, so why not wash it in my sink, right? Time to scrub. Woohoo! Hey, did you know that some of these can go in the dishwasher? Time to scrub, scrub, scrub. Yay! And then I start from the top down. Because everything that's gross and loose is going to fall to the bottom. I don't use any harsh chemicals or cleaners because anything with smells is going to go into your fridge and make your food taste bad. And I actually don't use any harsh chemicals and cleaners anyways. That's just not me. You can use dish soap and a little bit of vinegar. Just a good rinse. So gets stuff stuck inside there, so make sure you scrub that too. Your handy dandy scrub brush will get that out. Check in there for mold. That could be really nasty if you don't notice it and it gets out of control. It can really create health issues for you and your family, so that's why spring cleaning and cleaning your fridge and your appliances is so very important. And then a nice dry it with a towel. Works great and quick. Oh, it looks so much nicer and cleaner. Love things that are clean. Oh. I am washing my freezer packs as well. Because yes, you use them often, but how often do you think of washing them? Do I really need these plastic covers on it? Because when I'm washing them, I can't get behind them, so I might wash the outside and it's cleanish, but could there be mold and bacteria growing underneath and food particles and who knows what? So just take the labels off, the packaging off, because then you can actually clean them and scrub them. At least you know it is clean and healthy. A lot of times people regularly use their ice cubes, and then just take it out, use it, and refill it, but they don't think of washing it in between. So maybe if you know that is you, spring cleaning time, every season, go through your freezer, give things a wash. And something that's good about cleaning my freezer also is the fact that I found 3 that were depressed, squished, so I don't know if there's damage or if that liquid inside could go into my drinks. So I'm just going to throw these in the garbage just in case. And I'd rather be safe than sorry. This is how my freezer looks now. Woot. Okay, so put it in small containers and put it up here, just like, you know, the big bottles of juice. Then I don't waste it. Or my nice clean freezer pack, some peaches, coffee, butter, some bread, because I don't eat bread every day, some luncheon meat, which I don't eat, but people who stay here do. I have a chicken, woo. Some vegetables, my ice, frozen little ice. My colored containers there are go in your drink without actually watering it down, and then there's the leftovers that we are going to finish up. And it's embarrassing to say I have 2 bowls of waste. Yeah. That feels really, really bad. I knew I had stuff in there that I was like, oh, I know that's no good and it's got to go and I got to get around to cleaning it, but then I'd still close the door. Probably most of it I would have looked at and went, oh, okay, never mind, when I took it out to feed them, but then what would we do? And that would waste time at that point. And so even this sometimes feels like a waste of time. It is going to save me time later. It's going to save me money. Having a smaller stockpile is okay. I don't have to be scared to run out. I have lots. And I know I don't have a lot of money to spend, so I'm not gonna keep shopping and buying more unless I really, really know I need it and there's nothing else that will fill that nutrition. And I really have to learn these lessons, and I'm really embarrassed to know that it got this bad, and to know that I need to do this better. And yes, a lot of this is because of my illness, and I just was concentrating on the bare basics, trying to make it to work and not lose my job and not alienate myself from all of my family and loved ones. But my house was falling apart, it was becoming a mess, and this proves that to me. And it also shows you that if you're in this situation, you're not the only one, and there is hope. So even if you spend the first 15 minutes just getting rid of stuff you know is no good, and that's all the energy and strength you have, and then another day, you know, you go through it again to make sure what you're going to eat and what you're not, and then, you know, maybe another day you go through it and you have somebody help you and, you know, scrub it out. And There is hope. There is help.